Dear friend, have you ever wondered why the things that used to make you happy no longer feel the same? The fresh aroma of your morning coffee, the sunlight streaming through your window, the warmth of chats with friends. Simple moments that once lit up your heart now feel distant and pale. It's like there's a quiet emptiness inside you. Life keeps moving, but you can't fully feel it. You're always chasing more intensity, more speed, more shine. And no matter how much you chase, that sense of dissatisfaction keeps catching up with you. This has a name, Anhedonia. It comes from Greek, an meaning without, and hedon meaning pleasure. It literally means the inability to feel pleasure. But anhedonia isn't just a term in psychology books. It's like a shadow, quietly following you in daily life, and you're not sure what to do with it. Pleasure isn't a luxury. It's one of life's deepest gifts. It fuels our soul. From the bite of food when you're hungry to the smile on the face of someone you love, everything becomes meaningful through this sense of pleasure. Somewhere along the way, though, we drifted from this gift. Why? Because we've trained our brains for a different kind of pleasure. Fast, intense, artificial pleasures. Think about it. You pick up your phone, and in minutes, you're swept into other worlds. From one news story to another, from one video to the next. Algorithms know you better than you know yourself. They always show you what will grab your attention. You look up, and time has passed, but not a single lasting moment remains. It's like MSG in food. At first, it seems harmless, making every bite taste extraordinary. But over time, the simple, homemade meals lose their flavor. Normal, natural, simple things aren't enough anymore. We want more. And our brains adjust accordingly. As we get used to fast, intense pleasures, the quiet, real pleasures drift further from our experience. And it's not just food. Relationships are the same. True bonds require patience, effort, and understanding. But in the digital world, a friendship, a chat, or a relationship can end with a single click. Didn't like something someone said? You can delete it, block them. Adapting to a real person can feel hard, while the screen is always under your control. That's why true friendships, family bonds, and romantic relationships start to feel burdensome. The deep pleasure these patiently built bonds offer is forgotten. Sexuality suffers too. Though biologically important, when young brains are exposed to endlessly accessible, refined, artificial content, they begin to enjoy normal relationships less. And behind that fleeting sparkle, the natural ups and downs, the fragility of real connection fades. Over time, real bonds feel less satisfying, just like homemade meals can seem dull next to chips. So what happens in the brain? Every moment of pleasure releases dopamine and other feel-good chemicals. We feel happy, but this spike drops quickly.
When it falls, a sense of loss and discomfort hits. That's why we keep chasing more. We scroll more, click more, eat more. The drop feels punishing. Neuroscientists call this the hedonic treadmill. You run but never get ahead. We chase pleasure, but the finish line keeps moving. Things that used to satisfy no longer do. The dose increases, faster, more intense, brighter, and the emptiness inside you remains, whether you notice it or not. This is where our soul, or inner wisdom, steps in. Often silent and overlooked, it does its best to guide us. Look around, it whispers. Notice what you've missed. Pay attention to what matters. Slow down. That quiet emptiness inside is part of this wisdom. Hard to believe, but true. Without feeling bored or lost, how would you know you're drowning in artificial pleasures? Your inner guidance reminds you, sometimes painfully, that the greatest joys can't be bought, clicked, or consumed.
Because you weren't born for this. You weren't born to drown in fake feeds. You came to create your own life. Have you forgotten? You came to be human, to shape what exists your way. Even this advanced species living such mechanized lives is astounding. You wake up, reach for your phone immediately. You send flower emojis to a group chat without even saying good morning to the person next to you. Real life fades. Your inner wisdom keeps reminding you, real connections, real joys, they're still there. Can you just give them a little attention? The good news is our brains aren't fixed. They're plastic. They can change, learn, and adapt. Even a brain trained on fast pleasures can relearn how to enjoy simple, deep joys. Recognizing anhedonia is a turning point. It's life signaling you to return to reality. Remember the small yet immense joy of eating ice cream as a child, or running freely in the garden. These moments are tiny but real, simple but unforgettable. And another thing to remember, pleasure isn't only about consuming, it's about creating, making something with your hands, writing, painting, planting. These feed your brain and heart, giving long-lasting satisfaction. What could surpass the immense joy a painter feels while creating a masterpiece? Technology and the digital world aren't villains, but if we rely on them alone to fill our emptiness, pleasure remains fleeting. Small, real joys and the satisfaction of creating are what make life feel full again. Put your phone down sometimes. Pay attention to your breath. Make something. Create with your hands. That's how you truly taste life.
Perhaps everyday anhedonia isn't a monster. If we listen, it can lead us to a fuller, more conscious life. Pleasure exists for living. Even if we've forgotten and started living just to seek pleasure somewhere, there are ways to experience it rightly. Now the choice is yours. Will you spend years chasing fake pleasures, or will you relearn the value of small, real joys and the satisfaction of creating? Perhaps the peace you've been searching for has been hiding all along in something unexpectedly simple: your own effort. Thank you for listening. I know asking for your thoughts in the comments might sound like a YouTube cliche, but I genuinely want to know what you think. Will you share your honest thoughts with us? Maybe by sharing, we can find a way to be more human together. What do you say?